G'day, welcome to the Chicken Channel. Now we're about to do one of my family favourites. It's chicken broth, but it's Vietnamese style. Spelt pho, P-H-O, pronounced pho, right? But this is a Vietnamese inspired one. So it's a Southeast Asian style chicken soup. Absolutely brilliant. What I like about it is that these days in Australia, all of these ingredients are readily available. So it's not an issue anymore. Way back, that was tough finding various things, but not anymore. You do need one gorgeous looking Leonica chicken, right? Whole chicken straight into a large pot. Now into that, we're going to place all of the ingredients and our liquid. Let's do the water first. The amount of water we're going to use is enough to just barely cover our bird. Can you see in there? You see the bird? Fantastic. Just to that level there. Have a look at these ingredients. Moving along my chopping board, they're all going in at once. This is a piece of cassia bark, 5 or 6 star anise, a quarter of a nutmeg, whole nutmeg, 1 or 2 dried chilies, about a teaspoon of cracked white pepper, roughly half a cup of sliced ginger, 5 cloves of garlic. This is rather interesting. I have it on good authority that the goji berry has got so much vitamin C in it. It's very good for you. We have here some palm sugar. There's about a quarter of a cup there. Back across to 2 coriander roots, 1 large onion sliced, and about 5 spring onion tops, the green tops. In they go. These are such wonderful flavours and they combine so well, you know. They just all lend a different characteristic. Fragrance, bit of depth, bit of complexity, green, savoury, and a bit of bite. All there. Asians are just masters at bringing together lots and lots of different flavours. So all we do is immerse all of that into our liquid. Then we add a couple of things. This is Shaoxing wine. It's a Chinese cooking wine. Really inexpensive, couple of bucks a bottle. You just slurp in about a cup. Soy sauce, a light soy sauce. So this is a saltier version than the dark soy sauce. So what we need in there is only about half a cup for one chicken. That's all. Doesn't have to be too intensely coloured. The trick now is to bring this up to the simmer. On a medium heat, bring it up to the simmer, and once it's simmering and the top's just murmuring along there, give it 40 minutes on the simmer, then put the lid on and switch the heat off. And while the chicken is immersed, all those flavours are still penetrating into the chicken and the chicken is finishing its cooking, right? So what we have here is the chicken removed after that 40 minutes, 1 hour, doesn't really matter because it's immersed, and then we shred the meat from the chicken. Isn't that fantastic? So that's how our chicken would come out. That's the meat shredded, and that's ready for our soup. I have done one earlier. Have a look at that. It's taken on all the colour and the flavour from the cooking there. Just so fragrant, delicious. One last thing. I like to make a bit of a relish. This is not traditional, but in this bowl, I have some chili, not hot, some spring onions sliced, tomato, coriander chopped, and some finely diced echalot. I'm going to make a bit of a paste using, this is oyster sauce. All right? I'll use about, in this large bowl with that sort of mix, and it's totally up to you what combination you want to do. I'll use about half a cup of oyster sauce, and I have here some hoisin sauce. Hoisin sauce from Hong Kong, by the way, is better than hoisin sauce from Singapore. Sorry to my Singapore friends, but it's a fact. Add also about half a cup and mix this through. Now the reason I do this is when you're having a bit of a gathering, a bit of a dinner party, whatever, maybe a hungry crew of 20 starving people who are going to have a bowl of soup straight after they finish a take. It's a very convenient thing to have these flavours, the fresh flavours, developed flavours, fresh flavours. Have these so you can just spoon it directly into the bowl one time as opposed to just choosing little bits of everything, which you can also do as well if you want to do that at home. But doing it this way, you can just, like Mama Bear does with all the little baby bears, spoon, 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 come and get it. So it's convenient. Get that, guys? You're my little baby bears now, okay? And I'm Mama Bear. Okay, mix this through, and there it is. We now go to serve. Rice noodles that have been pre-cooked, all right? Now these, just follow packet instructions. Every packet's slightly different. Read it and pre-cook it. Put it aside. We're going to put some shreds of chicken. I like to use some bean sprouts, just for crunch. And I'm going to put a big dollop of our mix right there. Now that doesn't look amazingly appetizing as what it does actually. But it just comes alive as we ladle on the soup, which I'll just do. Over to our soup. And just watch as this goes in, right? One ladle. 2 ladles. 3 ladles. There's an octopus in here. Get back in there. And here we go. 4 ladles. Now, as that starts to get to the top, those things start to float. And there you have it. A steaming hot bowl of fantastic Vietnamese broth called pho. And they're even flying in it from Vietnam to get a bowl of this. This is brilliant.